Welcome, everybody, and thank you so much for joining us for another wind down session with Music Speaks. We have been doing these wind down sessions for several weeks now, and just this week we have started them on our brand new YouTube channel. We really wanted to continue to provide our community with resources that are centered around purposeful music. And so hopefully with our new YouTube channel here, more and more people can join us and can share these resources with each other. We invite you to check out previous videos that we've made with wind down sessions. But for tonight's session, I wanted to make this really available and open for everybody. And we are going to be focused on really thinking about how we can decrease tension and decrease stress, utilizing music to help guide us along the way. A lot of us don't have a lot of time to focus on tension reduction. I'm thinking about you out there who might be healthcare workers really working in a high stress environment with not a lot of breaks. Thinking about parents and caregivers who are juggling so many different things right now. Thinking about high schoolers, grade schoolers, elementary school, even on under that, who are at home with our families and maybe hearing a lot of things on the news or on the TV that are confusing. We're out of our routines right now, not going to school or having our after school activities. It's just different for everybody, and when we have stress and tension that build up over time, it can really affect both our bodies and our mind. And so tonight we are going to take music to really focus on rhythm and help us think about our tension along the way. My name is Christina, and I am a board-certified music therapist with Music Speaks. We are a music therapy company across the United States, and right now we are providing virtual music services instead of our in-person music therapy. If you would like to learn more about that, please check out our website at musicspeakstherapy.com or reach out to us with questions. We love to engage and interact with you. And for tonight, though, we are just going to sit back, take in some music, and I'll give you directions along the way. One of the big questions I like to think about is why music? Why are we using music to encourage you to wind down, to reduce tension and stress? There are many reasons why, but a lot of these big reasons center around the fact that we have a lot of really great research showing us that engaging in and listening to music affects our body and our mind. So it affects our heart rate, our oxygen level, our blood pressure, our emotions, and many other ways in addition to that. So we know that music is powerful and effective, and we can harness that and use it for ourselves in a very positive way. We also know that it's really engaging and interacting with music is where we see the most responses in our brain. So that's why tonight I'm really encouraging you to give it a try, to actually engage in the music with me and not just sit back and listen passively. The first exercise we're going to do this evening is a humming exercise. If you've watched any of our past wind down videos, I've done a lot of humming at the end of our sessions. Tonight, I want to start out right away at the beginning to really get your brain engaging with the music and to encourage you to try out something new. Maybe humming is not something you do very often, but this is the perfect opportunity to try it out. We're going to do this in a call and response style, which means I will play something and hum something first, and then you repeat it back to me. So if you have little ones with you, they can sit on your lap and you can really get them looking at the screen to do the call and response, or you can model for them, or you can even do hand over hand and help them. I'm going to clap first just to get you practicing, and then we'll move to humming. So first, with clapping, I'm going to go first and clap. 1, 2, 3, 4. Your turn. 1, 2, 3, 4. My turn. My turn. Da, 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 da. Do, 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 do. That's the idea of call and response. Now, we're going to add in some guitar to help us. And my voice. So if I hum something for you, let's say I just go, you try it back. My turn. Your turn. Now let's use the guitar to help us. Just try to listen first. And the goal here again is just to start engaging with the music and start using your voice a bit. That's it. My turn. Ready? My turn. Again. Last one. All right, so that was just a fun exercise in getting the idea of what it means to do call and response and starting to use our voice to actually start humming. And we're going to be building on this throughout the session tonight. And we'll end with humming at the end once we have a big idea of why should we hum, why should we use our body, why should we think about our breathing, how that all affects our ability to wind down and to decrease tension in our body. Now that we are a bit more warmed up from humming, I want to start to dive deeper into really thinking about how we can use music throughout the day and some quick exercises to help reduce tension. Music and breathing go hand in hand. A lot of times we don't even think about it, but when we are listening to music, we start to walk or breathe in time with the music that we're listening to. We're going to take that a step further and actually think about breathing more similar to the way a vocalist or somebody who sings a lot really thinks about it. And we're going to use music to help us practice a few breathing exercises. And these are exercises that you can practice here anytime with the computer. You can always rewind and try them again. There are also exercises that when you're not near a computer or when you don't have any music with you, that you can use rhythm and your mind to think about and practice. If you joined us a couple weeks ago, we practiced our breathing with a little image here. When I tell you to take a deep breath in, I want you to think about this image of your stomach and your diaphragm, your lungs, breathing in the air and expanding like a balloon. And when you breathe out, I want you to think about your lungs, your stomach, your diaphragm, all exhaling that air like this. All right, so we're going to practice that a few times. And my other goal for you is to keep your shoulders nice down and relaxed. That helps you to take a much deeper breath down into your lungs. So we breathe in, and then we breathe out. Breathe in and breathe out. One more time. Breathe in and breathe out. All right. Now, even when you don't have this in front of the camera, I want you to still be thinking about it, because now I'm going to have you breathe in using the guitar to help you think, so that you are actually counting your breathing, and this is an exercise to help you start slowing down your breathing. Our rate of breathing has a big impact on how we feel. It impacts our heart rate also. It impacts the amount of oxygen we're getting. It impacts our brain and our thinking. Sometimes we need to stop in the middle of the day and actually think about our breath for a moment. So using the guitar to help us actually start to count our breathing. And then we're going to move over to the violin for a fun exercise to get us really thinking about our breathing as well. So we're going to be counting our breathing for 3 beats, breathing in and breathing out. In, 2, 3, and out. 2, 3. In, 2, 3, and out. 2, 3, and breathe in. 2, 3, and out. 2, 3. Breathe in and out. Last one. In and out. Very good. All right, take a break from that for a second. Take some breaths on your own. So this next exercise with the violin is going to be the same idea, where you are breathing in for the count of 3 and out for the count of 3. I made a visual here on my violin bow, so that when you see the bow going upwards, you're breathing in, and when you see the bow moving down, you're breathing out. So in and out. In and out. That's the idea. Now, the reason why I'm using the violin and why we're going to use a song here to help us breathe is that this is going to be a full exercise taking several minutes for us to actually be breathing in and out together. So really slowing down our breath and getting extra oxygen. The beat of the music helps to regulate our brain and our body to get us in a rhythm together, and also to really get us practicing with some repetition, some of that breathing. So repetition is really important, and music helps provide that repetition for us. And when we practice over and over and have more and more repetition, the better we get at something. So we can actually get better and better at breathing when we are practicing it. And using music is what we're doing tonight to help us practice with that repetition. All right, so watching my bow, I'm going to turn this way so you can see a little bit better, hopefully. I'm missing a piece of my violin here that's going to help us. Here we go. So a big breath out. And then breathe in and out. What we were just doing was breathing in for 3 beats and out for 3 beats. We're going to do that exercise one more time. And this time we're going to be breathing in for 4 beats and out for 4 beats. So what we're doing here is slowing down our breathing even more. So it'll be 4 in, 2, 3, 4, and out. 2, 3, 4, in, 2, 3, 4, in, and out. Very nice. Our next exercise is going to be building on the breathing exercises that we just did. So we used the music, the rhythm in our last exercise to help us just think about our breathing, to give us a chance to have some repetition in practicing our breathing, and to really think about how to slow it down. So this next exercise is going to be a modified version of a progressive muscle relaxation. Maybe you've tried this in the past. The idea is that we will go one by one through different body parts and actually squeeze them and tense them up for a few seconds and then let them go. So this is a really great exercise, not only for our muscles and really learning how to think about each one individually and let go of tension that you're holding in your muscles. We all hold tension in different places in our body. It's also a really good exercise for us mentally to also take any tension that we're holding emotionally or in our minds from stresses from the day, from the week, from the month, and really practice letting those go in the moment as well. It takes practice, and that's what we're practicing tonight. We're using music here as a way to give us a focal point to really help focus in, to give us a beat so that we have something, again, that rhythm to help our brain get organized. And I'm using an instrument here called a pump organ. It's a little one. It's a school pump organ. I brought it in for a couple reasons, not only because it's a fun and neat and different instrument. I brought it in specifically because the way that this organ works is similar to the human body. We've got to pump air into it for it to play. But just like we're doing with this progressive muscle relaxation, we've got to continuously remember to be breathing, just like I'm going to be pumping air into the organ to help it to play. It's also an instrument that comes with some imperfections. So sometimes I might be playing a note and it doesn't always sound, and that's all right. I wanted to specifically bring that tonight too, because as we're practicing these different types of exercises with music to help us breathe, to help us relax, we have to remember that it doesn't all happen spot on or perfectly, and to give ourselves a chance just to give it a try no matter what, no matter where we're coming from. So I brought the organ for that reason, to remind us tonight of that. This is how the exercise will work. I will verbally be telling you a body part to be thinking about and to be squeezing and bringing in some extra tension as I play a beat on the organ. So I'll tell you to squeeze that body part for a few seconds, and then we'll count, and then I'll tell you to let it go, and then we'll move on to the next one. So it'll sound, again, we'll start with our feet. Get some air pumping into the organ first so we can get started here. Good. So we're gonna start with our feet. Here we go. Squeeze. Good. Squeeze your feet. Good. Squeeze 2, 3, 4, and then we let go. Let it all go. Good. Moving to our lower leg. Get ready. Here we go. Squeeze. 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 And then we let go. Let it all go, just like the organ is. Moving to our upper leg. Get ready to squeeze that upper leg. Squeeze, squeeze. Squeeze 2, 3, 4, and then we let go. Let it all go. Moving to our stomach. Ready? Squeeze. Squeeze. And then we let go. Moving from stomach to thinking about your back. Ready? Squeeze. Squeeze 2, 3, 4, and then we let go. Let it all out this time. Make sure you breathe in. Good. From lower back, we're going to move to our hands and arms and squeeze them real tight. Ready? Squeeze. 1, 2, 3, 4, and then we let go. Very nice. Thinking about our hands and arms one more time. Give it another good squeeze. Squeeze. Squeeze 2, 3, 4, and then we let go. Moving to our face. Get ready to squeeze your face. Squeeze. Squeeze. And then we let go. Alright, now we're going to squeeze our whole body. Ready to squeeze? Squeeze all body parts. Ready? Squeeze. Squeeze 2, 3, 4, and then we let go. Let it all go. And now we take a breath in and out. Breathe in and out. That was really great that you gave that a try. Just something really different to get us thinking about different parts of our body that we can bring in some extra tension through some squeezing and then let them go. I encourage you to practice doing these exercises at other times throughout the day. Again, pulling up this video to bring in the music portion, or without the actual music playing, you can bring in that rhythm and be counting and really helping yourself to organize along the way as well. All right, now that we have had a chance to practice our humming together, our breathing together, our muscle relaxation together, it's time for our final exercise, and we're going to end with our voices one last time to really bring in together everything we practiced. The idea here is that you can use your voice any time of the day to take a couple minutes to both help with your breathing, to help with your tension, and it's something we all have with us that we can practice anytime. So our final exercise is using a familiar child's tune. I chose it because it's something we don't really have to think about. We can just start humming and really getting those vibrations going in our face and our body. And it's the Itsy Bitsy Spider. So I want you to, again, think about everything you've practiced this evening, from taking some deeper, longer breaths, and from tensing up and being able to reduce tension in our body. And I want you to really practice that as we do Itsy Bitsy Spider together. This time, instead of humming with our mouth closed, I want you to ooh, so we get a little bit more flow with our breath going. So first, just listen to the beat of the guitar. Then start oohing with me. Ooh, here we go. One more time. Again, really the idea behind doing that is just to encourage you that you have the ability throughout your day to stop and think about your breathing, to use your voice to help you reduce some of the tension that we all carry throughout our days and our weeks. The music is here to help aid in that, in helping with our breathing and helping with the repetition and helping get our brains organized. Again, I encourage you to check out some of our previous videos to practice some of these same exercises and some other ones as well. Please give us some comments today, any day. Let us know if you have questions. You can check out our website, musicspeakstherapy.com, to engage in some conversations with us. We are here for you, to provide you with ideas and support. And we also want to encourage you to reach out to each other and support each other during this time. Thank you so much for joining us for this video and this streaming and this opportunity to engage in purposeful music together. And we hope that you will join us again next week. Have a wonderful rest of your day and evening.